Beastmaster, get that attack speed aura, empower your Drow and the Shadow Fiend, and take some towers.
Too low, not quite doing the numbers as WeHeart comes in with that Dragon Slave and pushes him over the edge. Another sort of repeat here situation. Maybe we'll go the other way this time. Bryle steps in, but WeHeart again a second outplay. Bryle.
But it's on Bryle to be that machine, that turret that stands up front, just soaks up the damage and hits everyone even harder, right?
Yeah, and they have got what the means to do that, right? Having this support Omni and such, they can build towards that point where Bryle can present himself at the front, but you see in mid lane, GH coming in, trying to make life for Bryle that little bit worse. They'll drag him back straight into the burst of the Laguna Blade. Bryle trying to over the razors, but he cannot get the kill. GH is able to step back, self up, and now Nigma, they could take a second. They'll bring down Owie. Moose tried to come in, but with 2 heroes already down, can they really turn much around? They will get GH, but the rest of Nigma will be more than fine.
They're just completely tilting him out, that's it. Maybe before it was, guys, please help on the lane, please gank. Now it's just, long lost and forgotten. There's an Arc Warden still farming completely alone.
For sure, and the question is, if you're fighting Pandas, and again, no. They want him gone. They want him out. They want him
right now, it's all.
As this is turning into some straight up bullying here, at least fighting Pandas, they will get an objective in turn. They'll take down the bottom tier 1.
If you're Nigma, do you really care about this tier 1 even? It's like the most insignificant one too.
Oh, we are actually able to get the catch here onto Owie. Owie trying to step away. Strasadis resistant, they'll drag him back though. And Owie has no escape. WeHeart now unstoppable. Where they can just follow him and they know wherever the Lina goes, there's going to be blood in their favor.
That was also without his ulti that he rotates in. Moon Meander as well. This is probably a dead disruptor.
Try for the drag back there with a glimpse. Buys him a little bit of time, but the Treants, they're chasing him down as well as the creeps. As Moon will fall another.
They have to trade some things. Miracle might fall here.
I mean, this would be a huge catch if they can get it. And with the glimpse back, they'll drag him in. They're on top of him. That's a huge kill for fighting Pandas. Miracle has had a free game. Snake King will fall. Even deeper, GH, he's going to try and catch another. Static Storm will be dropped down, and they do have the razors from Bryle coming into play as they'll turn and get GH. Big Nature's Wrath bounces in, and along with the Fade Bolt, got enough control. Glimpse back, he'll go for the Sprout, TP out, they got anything to catch, but the Glimpse already used, they have got the Roar. In that situation, it's going to be a hero where it doesn't really matter how many times he dies in the mid lane in terms of his own game movements, because he's going to be able to catch up in farm. Obviously, the way that it hurts them the most is the fact that you've given that.
You haven't been able to convert that into objectives.
He's going to try for a pick on Moon here in front of the rest of the team. Aurora's going to come out, Static Storm there as well. Envy turns with a multi-shot. They will lose Moon here, so the mind control Nature's Wrath, as Nigma won't lose anyone themselves, and now Nigma, they're ready to try and chase for more. Snake King cuts his way out of the Sprout. Bryle revving up a Requiem in case Nigma continue to chase, and they will do so. Position on the high ground, try and push them back here with the fear. GA is going to be popped as well as fighting Pandas play on the fully defensive, continuing to try and back out, but WeHeart's got a further catch. The Yule's combo onto Owie takes out his Omni Knight. As fighting Pandas, they'll do best to just get everybody else out of there. See if Nigma can get any more further catch. Bryle sort of stutter stepping back there and towards the action. He's got to be careful. Maybe he feels confident with Moon and Snake King being able to turn. They get the glitch back, but Bryle's been sprouted. They can turn, right click, they just clean out GH. He falls in a matter of seconds. The bubble's out. They're standing their ground, Nigma, trying to turn things around. But with GH gone, can they actually turn this? They've lost WeHeart. Snake King's able to find the trade. And Envy, he's now done. He's poking at Microtrop from the sidelines. He's still a little bit scared of getting close because Miracle will soon be there to help out. The bubble's in. Heals there from Owie. And Envy can retreat. Now a chase from Owie. No way to cancel Microtrol's TP, but they have the damage to kill him before he can escape. The catch as well. Moon, he has the core to catch. He's trying to TP. Have they got the damage? They haven't. Miracle will escape.
Everything properly.
Certainly keeping their cool, and Bryle absolutely showing that he is not a man that can be tilted when he's on the safety and comfort.
If you are fighting Pandas right now, it's all about vision. You have to keep Disruptor and Beastmaster somewhere out of vision so that they cannot split.
They're going to try and fight in the mid here. They'll take the tower, they'll start to back off. Nigma's stepping forward, they want to go for this, but Bryle pops the BKB, the Red
combo.
Turns with the raises. GA's out as well as Fighting Pandas. They're at maximum strength. They're ready to fight. They'll look for Mind Control. Can the Crimson Guard saving the bubbles out? Mind Control still running. He'll get out. Kuro actually with the stolen ring whip. He's ready to turn. They've lost 2, they've lost 3, they've lost 4 on Fighting Pandas. The Aegis is out and his second life is as well. Nigma kill off Bryle twice. They're not done yet. We are stepping up to the high ground, having a bit of a poke at Envy. Doesn't want to commit with a full combo. Just happy to keep him at bay. Weehar will get glimpsed back into the Static Storm. They should have the damage here with the multi-shot from Envy. They do. Envy, he kills him off. He's going to look towards Miracle's double here, see if they can get to any of the heroes in the backlines. You see Snaking already moving, trying to find someone, trying to potentially hold someone back. Another TP outside of the tree line. Kuro will get away.
You can see he's very aggressive.
Oh, he is. Just goes right behind the tower, Moon. Scouting them out, trying to read the situation. He'll go for the quick catch on Mind Control, jumping for GH. He gets the Doom down onto Bravo. Bravo, he can just turn, offer up his right click. The Static Sword's put down to try and spread the rest of Nigma away. They'll use the Roar on GH, but Fighting Pandas, they're playing very reserved. They know that they cannot get the quick kill. They're quickly backing off. Envy's trying his best to deal with the counter push from Miracle. They've lost Moon. Nigma get the one catch on the Disruptor. Let's see if they can do something this time. The last 2 plays they've made on this side of the map, on the mid lane tier 2 and the bottom tier 2, have ended in disaster. They're going to try for the solo pick up on Kuro, drag him back with the glimpse. Nigma, they still have Miracle trying to turn. He's trying to continue to poke at those pesky supports, but he cannot quite do it. The double will fall. There's 3 very scary cores on Team Nigma's lineup. Fighting Pandas, they need big catches. They'll get GH a support kill to start it off. That's not enough, though. They really need something more than that, and it doesn't look like they'll get it with Team Nigma getting out there. Maybe Envy can find the catch. Will find Kuro with the multi-shot, but the cores, they've already escaped. Axes are out. Roar will be used. It's 2 support kills.
A really long period of time, even though it's kind of counterintuitive, because usually you expect Arc Warden to win super late. Super late, he's not as strong as in this, like 35 to 50 minute mark.
Nigma, they're going to try and poke here. GH will be having everything thrown down on him. The Static Storm.
Glimpse.
And another catch. Again, it's the 2 supports.
And then the trap would be set. This way, maybe they go back into their jungle. Let's see. Snaking might be the one.
See what they can go for a grab on GH. He's going to be the first one to make the jump. Let's commit onto the Beastmaster. Envy turns, fires out the multi-shot to try and push Nigma back. Again, another fight where GH will be the first to fall. They do get the grab this time on a core. Roars out onto Mind Control. Glimpse back as well. The core Miracle. A fantastic glimpse from Moon Meander. Sets up a huge pick. This time, no messing around from the boys on Fighting Pandas as they get 3, including 2 of the cores.
However, Moon Meander found the right opportunity and he glimpsed him back into the fight.
Massive, massive moves.
Without him, it's super easy for Fighting Pandas to push in.
See Mind Control, he's instantly sort of in the base trying to keep them drawn away. Kuro, he steps forward, he falls. Weehar's got to be careful.
This could be game.
He's dead, he's got no buyback.
This could be game right here.
It looks like it is. Well, it's not got 2 ahead of us, but it's pretty bad for Nigma. If Fighting Pandas realize that there's no buybacks, I guess they're short on the gold, right? They didn't use them.
They will take the Raxes. I believe that's the goal.
They're going to get at least that, but big plays from Fighting Pandas, and as I realized on this Disruptor Moon, that pick off, that grab on Miracle being the catalyst for them to push like this. Nigma crumbling as Fighting Pandas, yeah, they're not done yet. They know that these buybacks aren't coming out. They've still got 10 clean seconds to take what they want, and of course they clear off objectives very fast. With their auras, with their damage, they've just taken 2 sets of racks.
This is literally...
I know we haven't mentioned, but obviously one of the very nice shoes like Weehar. Well, he's dead. What's he doing out on his own? He's trying to go for his little bit of a split pushing, but Fighting Pandas, if he buys back and dies, that is game.
Arc Warden is one of the better heroes to defend with, right? Even though they have MKB, the bubble doesn't care when it's used on towers. So you can defend the tier 3 for his... I think you can do it for 15 more seconds until we is up.
You see here the bubble, of course, being that little bit of a defense that they can offer up against this very hard-hitting push of Fighting Pandas. It's not enough to save the tower, though. The tier 3 will fall. Their final set of racks exposed on this.
You will have that team fight.
Mind Control. I think he came over here for a bit of a solo play, but Snaking's ready. The Roar's back up. And we're seeing sort of, well, they just walk in and do this.
Go in, yeah.
They're going to know that they're strong. Mind Control, his buyback being on cooldown still for 2.5 minutes. Miracle's going to try his best here with the bubble.
There's no, the creep wave was skipped, but there's a creep wave mid, so they don't have to go back. That doesn't matter that he creep skipped bottom.
So here we see Nigma. They've got to make some sort of a jump if they want to stop themselves from being mega creep. They're trying to throw everything onto Brawl, but obviously this stage of the game, Brawl is so big and tanky. Static Storm controls there from Moon onto GH. GH, he's going to get turned, ripped into pieces by Brawl. As he is dead, they'll buy back on GH to try and hold, but the Rex are already gone. Mega creeps are up against Team Nigma. Be up in just a second. Perfect timing here for Fighting Pandas, as they'll move in and take this. There's no chance of Nigma getting anywhere close to this with just the physical DPS that Fighting Pandas do. Roshan does not stand a chance. They'll try for the jump in. GH, he just gets two-shot. 1,400 crits coming out from Brawl. Multi-shot there over on Kuro. Miracle's trying to help the fight out, but WePlay stepped in, gets Rawn, he's dead. Double buybacks are coming out from Nigma, but what are they able to do with them? Mind's going for the TP, but Moon, again with these catches, there's no stopping the Fighting Panda can defend this. This has got to be game one done and dusted.
You can throw your bubbles all you want, they're still gonna hit those buildings in those 5 seconds that they're down, and they will take them down because they hit so hard. Brawl, I believe he even wants to walk into it. He has all the support he needs.
And here we have it, the tier 4s slowly falling.
Yeah, look at him. He's just in front there. He doesn't care.
You can't make a play on this SF right now. Maybe, well, maybe you can the one. Can you do it the second? I don't think so. Envy, he's ready to end this one. He's just focusing down the Ancient. The Ancient is falling. GA's pop, they're ready for a bit of BM. Fighting Pandas want to get some kills before they close this one up. As they'll move around the Ancient, kill off Team Nigma. They want to break them as much as they can before going into the rest of the games this series, as Fighting Pandas will take this game one.
Amazing.
Drow Jakiro's a great lane.
Yeah.
Jakiro can kind of frontline as a ranged hero. It's very tanky and slow.
You have so much killing potential in the lane. You've got to be careful. If you start to get low in that lane, you cannot escape the multi-shot. Down bottom, Nigma, they will get a good kill in turn for their
Yeah, and so bad for them that Drow and Disruptor are living on sliver of HP all the time on top lane, but they should dive her very soon, and there you go.
Finally, they're able to collapse in, get around in the
They should have been crushing this lane already, but they're unable to do so.
Miracle. He's going to just get run down here. He has the shield.
Oh.
Does have the stick charge and maybe a bit of a bait. He's trying to turn it with the frost shield slow towards Owie. Relying on the flame guard. He's still got a fairy fire as well to play with Miracle. But playing very risky, and in fact, he's baited Kuro into a bit of a disaster himself. Kuro trying with the Juke out, but Snaking's able to finish. Suddenly they're not able to sort of poke back at them.
They're diving Drow again, but Mind Control might be in problems instead. Let's see.
I mean, they're going to kill Envy. They will maybe lose... Well, at least just the one of them. Assuming Mind Control can cut his way through the trees. He's able to get through one. He has the Quelling Blade, so he should be able to continue to juke this out. Goes himself a little bit deeper, plays it safe with the smart TP. Well, I say space for We Are, but indeed We Are sort of making his own space here with the pressure he's putting on mid. They've got to bring TPs in. Moon's going to drop the Static Storm, but Moon, he's going to be straight up dead. A Chain Frost bounces out. Hey, Kuro with the big balls. Chain Frost there, double kill. They're not done. They should be able to get one of these trap slows off at least, as Owie tries to turn with the freeze onto GH, but GH counters the ice with a bit of ice of his own. The cold embrace keeps him safe. He's able to turn, get the setup here, lines them up, as now We Are could clean up even more. There's going to be 4 dead on Fighting Pandas. As Nigma come in aggressively, Envy, he cleans up one. Can he get We Are? We Are's into the meld. There's no detection down. We Are, he's actually ready to turn. Miracle comes in with the backup. Refraction's up, and indeed, that's all.
Doing this, something is going terribly wrong for their team. So they have to be ahead, they have to keep on making plays.
So what Fighting Pandas can do here is they'll come in with a big movement down bottom, look to take this tier 1. TPs are coming in from Nigma. Kuro and GH want to try and hold this. Extra TPs are coming in as Fighting Pandas start to poke behind the tower. Kuro has to frost shield himself with Miracle TPing in. Now Fighting Pandas, they've got to be careful. Static Storm has been dropped on a We Are as well as the backup fire. Ice Path as well. The TA is falling low. Can they kill him? Finally, they will get We Are. But Nigma, they'll be sure to turn and take kills in trade as Miracle cleans up a double on the back lines. They get the other 2 on the front lines. The rest of the team, triple kill for Miracle to hold some sort of power at this stage, keeping up with the 3 on Nigma. As we have the Envy's Drow falling behind. Bit of pressure on him as well here as Mind Control eyes him up with the help of Kuro. There is a lot of protection for Envy though. They'll try and turn towards Mind Control, but the setup's going to be there for the three-man curse. Miracle's ready to commit, jumps in with the Remnant Slider Fist. He's now godlike on the Ember, and he's going to continue to clean up the kills as he runs down Envy with the Flame Guard. Slider Fist takes down Moon. It's a very early triple kill here for Miracle, and you know he's not done yet. They've found Bryle. Aoi, the last man standing here for Fighting Pandas, as they'll play around with him as well. Ultra kill. They're going to be hitting some very scary timings. 1,800 gold already into the Maelstrom. Once he has that, there's not much hope at all for Fighting Pandas here is to turn up. This Ember is just going to cut you to pieces.
Yeah, the funniest part in that last teamfight, he ran through Static Storm as well.
Oh, Envy.
And this is also kind of
in a manner where they were behind, they were pushed back, but this time, you know, it's Nigma saying, you cannot pull the same trick on us twice. We saw what you did in game one. You know, Kuro, he's been playing the game of Dota 2 for quite some time. He's going to have an answer to it if you try and pull off the same draft 2 times in a row. And we really are seeing that here in this game too, as it's getting incredibly rough for Fighting Pandas. Every sort of element of that they impressed us with in game one, it's out the window. How do you play this if you're Fighting Pandas?
The map feels very small if you're Fighting Pandas.
Your map is just your high ground.
Enigma is hunting. Bryle, he doesn't have a TP now.
He sort of escaped one hell and stepped into another.
On one side of the map you have this. Remember, he has Blink, he has Aether Lens. If he sees you, he will Winter's Curse.
There we go, we are in. BKB Proc does get held back by the Raw, but already Miracle's starting to pick up the backlines. Moon's dead, Mind Control's in. Envy's got to run, but the trap's been set up from Weeha. The slow into the Doom as Miracle double kill, takes out Snaking. Wee finishes off Envy. Fighting Pandas throwing in the towel. I don't think Aoi's going to be able to split push a Rax down on his own. He's going to try. I mean, that's the only play he has, and yeah, he's calling it. No TP. Yeah. Then there's the GG. It really is all over this game too. 21k lead, 23 minutes in. Nigma making this one look easy, and I feel like Fighting Pandas, they
if they want to, if they think they really need to deal with this PL, just because they really have no damage for him.
Space for the Storm to have a good time this game?
I think there is. He can do well. I don't think the TA, I mean, even if the TA does crush him in the lane, he can still go jungle and recover, right? So it's not big of a problem. What's important is that he creates enough space for this PL to start joining fights later on.
Down bottom him, the early levels home Moon.
He's yoink.
Hey, he's able to just snipe out the courier there from GH. As GH was bringing it in oh, sorry, no, GH was able to snipe the courier out of Moon. And GH made I think GH, they're going to get the kill on Moon for that. So there we have it.
Time in the game in which Envy takes way too much damage from the harassment.
He's going to have to spend a fair bit of money keeping the regen out on him down on the bottom lane. As top lane, Miracle. Also, you know, not necessarily having an amazing time with the CS, but getting to the point where he can, with the two of them, just harass back the dual lane of Fighting Pandas, maybe even threaten a kill. See down bottom, GH was able to kill off Moon. Top lane, Snaking, he's tried to go for the aggression on Miracle. It's actually going to pay off. The two of them get in the face of the Clinks, take him down. Kuro cannot find Snaking either.
Kuro might fall as well.
He's burning as well. Owie, one more hit. He just do it. Oh, no, but he's got the Fairy Fire. Another kill for the two of them.
He was insolent. He tried to defend versus an Underlord and the Wyvern, and he fell. But this is good.
Bryle makes the move on to Miracle. He's dusted up, cannot escape. You know, if he sees these sort of chances to make these plays, it's hard for Nigma to sort of answer at the time.
He might be dead here.
They get the drag back. Envy's there as well to offer up the extra bit of damage. Lance is down, Sentry as well. Weeha, he's running. He's got the refraction back up, but very easy for them to keep on the top. They do get the curse.
What? Oh, it was an illusion.
Envy.
Bryle, round stop.
Envy might be able to get involved as well here. I mean, that's if Bryle gives him the time to get in Mind Control. Very ambitious.
For Glimmer on GH and a couple of bracers on Vengeful Spirit, that's going to make it a little bit easier for them to survive. But
there we have, you know, these are these easy kills.
Specifically versus the Storm Spirit, you need that catch.
Yeah. Medallion helps you with the kills, with the objectives. Maelstrom helps you with the farm, and you're going to need that farm if you want to host
where did he go?
Moon did disappear. I mean, this is... You are going to delete these heroes.
Snaking.
He's got the borrowed time to rely on. Bryle, again, perfectly finding these solo kill potentials. GH is going to freeze himself. It won't save him. Snaking does get dragged back. Borrowed time's down, and he's going to do so with the death zone and things. Well, I mean, at least in Weehar's mind, looks like the rest of the team saying no.
Yeah, he had one idea.
They're not done killing. They'll look for the wraparound up top. Get Moon.
Bryle.
I mean, can they get Bryle? He's so hard to find. And Bryle, he's zipping in and having a poke at them. He feels very strong. With the Pupil's Gift and the Bloodstone, he's got 2300 HP. This is a relatively tanky Storm for 18 minutes.
But what about the rest of them? The rest of them, they're just dying.
They're going to try for it. Bryle goes for the backlines. She's already used the curse onto Moon. Bryle was able to avoid it. Bryle does want to get out, though, as Nigma now returning the aggression with the full lineup coming in with the TPs. They'll get Moon. Snaking goes for the borrowed time TP out. Occurs there with a swap.
Counter smoke. Right, Envy's ready.
And a play while Snaking says they may not expect this. They'll jump straight away on a Miracle. Miracle's got Ice Ball. Macropie's out. Bryle jumps in onto Weehar. They drag it back with a sinister gaze. Weehar falls as well. Bryle's still alive and good to go. They're looking for a second chance of this. Bryle, another zip, keeps himself alive, gets away as Weehar comes back to life. You're going to have to face the PL soon. As Envy's going to be more than ready to turn up, get involved. Question is if they have the means to deal with him. Down bottom, Mind Control is not getting away from this one. Exactly, that's the thing. Even with the Hex, there's still ways for Moon and Snaking to help their cause.
Exactly.
I see the commitment here to look for Moon. Moon does get the chain force down in time, and Bryle straight in on the backlines, drags in GH. GH is dead, turns towards Kuro. Kuro is silent, double kill for Bryle. The Storm show continues as Weehar, what's he trying to do here? He's popped the BKB, but he's got to run. He went up to the high ground, he's got a BKB and blink out of there. That's not a fight that he can head into.
Underlord is there as well, but
zapping about. You're never getting a right click in. Zip in, Bryle knows he can play so aggressive here as he goes in onto GH. Miracle's trying to turn the burning armies out. Bryle is getting a little low this time. Can he stay alive? He pops the Bloodstone heal. They've got the curse locking him down in place, but they've already lost two as Envy. It's just picking off the backliners. Bryle will survive. Miracle TP is cancelled out by Owie's Ice Bomb as Nigma will lose three. Triple kill for Envy. As Nigma,
this is a beatdown.
They really are losing it right now. Moon does fall, but he's actually able to deny himself to a neutral creep, so Nigma cannot get anything in response. 4 heroes dead. Bryle godlike on the Storm, but it's not a lot.
Yeah, this is a point in the game in which they forget to put down sentries for the Klings. They don't really care much about him anymore.
There we go. A 5-man attempt here onto Snaking. Do you get the swap back? Ice Puff's going to be down. Snaking gets another shield out. He's going to be able to run away. Now Kuro turn upon Envy's in with a basher. Kuro falling low. Bryle in with a big zip. Goes straight towards GH. Make sure there's no curse this fight. We have popped the BKB. He's having to TP out. Envy tries for the bash, but with the BKB out and TP, he does manage to escape here. But the rest of Nigma, they cannot get away from the chase and control.
That Winter Wyvern to silence him, kill him off first, and after that, it's an easy team fight for them.
I mean, they're pushing high ground. Weehar is going for the AFK play here. So he's going to show himself. Just go the refraction blink out. Bottom lane, there's a big zip from Bryle. Bryle's actually looking to make the play as he catches Miracle.
He's dead.
Miracle was trying to go for split push, but he was split pushing on about 10% HP. He's just dead and gone. He's got a buyback, but he's dead for a full minute here. Snaking is going to happily take the range racks. We'll see how much respect F.Pandas give them. It looks like it will be a bit. They'll back off.
He's not even in his base right now. They are just going straight at the Raxes. There's no Wyvern, no Winter's Curse.
The Hex it's finally out from Miracle, but is it just a little too little, a little too late?
A little.
As their racks are falling. And there doesn't seem to be that much they can do about it. They're trying to do Hex up Envy. Can they kill him off though? BKB pop from Weehar trying to commit, but the shield's down. Envy's healing up already. Miracle is dead. He has no buyback on the Klings. As you know, there's just no hope for the carry Klings, it seems, this game at least, as it's had very little impact. As he just gets run over every single fight. This mid-Rax is gone. Fighting Pandas, 14k up. Bryle diving tier 4s. Not a scare in the world. As he knows there is nothing that can stop him, apart from a curse, maybe, into his own team hitting him. And Bryle,
Will he die?
The heal from the mech, and Pral's fine. He's out. Weehar's out. Also of mana. The pit's dropped down, but Envy throws forward another Spirit Lance. Weehar's gone for 98. They've got to be considering calling it pretty soon, as this is getting so messy for Nigma. Fighting Pandas, they have just destroyed them here in this game 3. They got far more, than just revenge after that game 2.
Connected. GG.
It really is. This game 3 and game 1. I mean, Fighting Pandas, they've done it. The series, it is theirs 2-1.